What if I told you that right now, hidden in drawers, forgotten in jars, and tucked inside dusty collections, there are coins worth more than most people will ever see in their lifetime? Coins so rare, so powerful, that they can change your life the moment you hold them. Welcome to True Coin Value, the channel where history meets fortune and where every story we tell is backed by truth you can trust. Today, we open the vault on 4 ultra-rare Washington quarters, each one a piece of American history, each one carrying a value that rivals a treasure chest. These are not just coins. These are survivors of time, forged in silver, wrapped in mystery, and now commanding prices that can catapult their owners into a world of unimaginable wealth. Stay with me until the very end, because the last coin might just be the one that redefines your idea of what a quarter can be. Coin number 1. From the shadows of forgotten coin collections to the glittering lights of the auction stage, there exist treasures so rare, so breathtaking, that even seasoned collectors whisper about them with awe. Today on True Coin Value, we open the vault to reveal coins that aren't just metal. They're legendary artifacts of American history, frozen in time, yet alive with value that could transform an ordinary day into a once-in-a-lifetime miracle. These are not coins you spend. These are coins that could rewrite your destiny. And we begin with a story so unbelievable, so electrifying, that it demands your full attention until the very last second. In the heart of this journey stands the 1944 Washington quarter without a mint mark, bearing a rare and captivating brown shade, a shade not simply earned, but crafted by 8 decades of quiet endurance. Born during the turbulence of World War II, this quarter carries the weight of history in its very metal. Struck in the midst of America's wartime production, it carries the noble profile of George Washington on the obverse and the proud American eagle on the reverse, forged from a composition of 90% silver and 10% copper, a blend chosen for its strength and luster. In 1944, no Philadelphia mint mark was added, making this coin's home unmarked, its identity almost secretive, as though it was destined for a mysterious future. But it's the unique features that set this coin apart from the millions of others struck that year. That rich, natural brown toning, not a flaw, but a badge of honor, wraps the surface like a velvet cloak, hinting at the untouched decades it has survived. The strike is strong, the details sharp, and the fine condition reveals every subtle contour of Washington's profile and every proud feather of the eagle. In a market flooded with worn, lifeless examples, this one emerges like a champion, bold, untarnished in spirit, and defiantly rare. And let's speak of rarity, because rarity is the heartbeat of value. The 1944 quarter, without a mint mark in this exact condition, with this exact toning, is a prize so elusive that even the most determined collectors might spend years hunting without success. The majority have been lost to circulation, melted for their silver, or tarnished beyond desirability. But here we have a survivor, a sentinel from history's most turbulent decade, and in today's fiercely competitive auction market, it's no surprise that the demand is explosive. Collectors with deep pockets and sharper instincts will battle for it like a crown jewel at a royal auction. Now, the current market value, brace yourself because this is no casual figure. At $152,000, this coin is nothing short of a fortune in the palm of your hand. We're talking about a sum so powerful, it can alter your path overnight. Imagine uncovering a treasure chest and finding it filled with pure opportunity. That's what holding this coin feels like. This is not just currency. This is history, crystallized into wealth, a masterpiece that transforms its owner into the keeper of an American relic worth more than most could dream of. If you ever encounter a Washington quarter from the early 1940s, study it with the eyes of a hawk. Seek out the unmarked 1944 Philadelphia issues and do not overlook toning, because in rare cases like this, natural patina can elevate a coin into a league of its own. Always verify its authenticity, grade it professionally, and store it in an environment that preserves its brilliance and dignity. This is a coin that demands respect, not just because of its silver, but because of the story it tells. The 1944 Washington quarter, without a mint mark, in fine condition, and with that rare brown shade, is more than a collectible. It's a treasure that validates why true coin value exists. We bring you the truth, the rarity, and the thrill of discovering what others overlook. This isn't just a coin. It's a key to history, a vault of value, and proof that your next great find might just be waiting in the most unexpected place. Next coin number 2. From the closing chapter of America's silver coinage era emerges a masterpiece that defies ordinary definitions of value. The 1964 Washington quarter, with the coveted D-Mint mark, struck in the Denver Mint, stands today as a testament to the final days when quarters carried the shimmer of true silver. It is not just a coin. It is a farewell letter from a bygone age. And for the collector lucky enough to hold it, it is nothing short of destiny's calling card. In 1964, the United States was at a turning point. The silver standard was collapsing under the weight of economic change, and the mint prepared to replace silver quarters with cheaper copper-nickel versions. But before the transformation, Denver struck this extraordinary coin, a Washington quarter composed of 90% silver, 10% copper, gleaming with the last breath of an era. The D-Mint mark, tucked just beneath the wreath on the reverse, identifies its birthplace, and in very good condition, every detail of Washington's profile, and the American eagle's strength remains alive and bold. The unique features of this coin are more than visual, they are symbolic. The 1964 with D quarter carries the precise, sharp lettering and balanced strike that Denver was known for, but its preservation in very good condition is what propels it beyond the ordinary. The fields, though showing gentle signs of their journey, retain an unmistakable silver luster that dances under light, a subtle gleam that collectors instantly recognize as the heartbeat of authenticity. This is a survivor that speaks both of its time in circulation and of its careful preservation, as though it was waiting patiently for the right hands to treasure it. Now let's talk rarity. Not all 1964 with D quarters are created equal. While millions were minted, most were lost to the melting pots during the Great Silver Rush, and others were worn down to dull ghosts of their former beauty. But to find one in this condition in today's market is to find a needle in a mountain of hay. The combination of historical significance, silver purity, and the Denver strike creates a trifecta of desirability that drives demand through the roof in every major coin auction. The current market value? Prepare yourself, because we are not speaking of small numbers here. This coin commands a staggering $135,000 in today's high-stakes collector market. It's not just valuable, it's transformational. Owning such a coin means holding a tangible piece of America's silver legacy, a gleaming ticket to instant wealth, and a treasure that can elevate a collector into the highest echelon of the numismatic world. This is not pocket change. This is history converted into pure power. For those chasing the dream, here's your collector tip. Pay close attention to the final year of silver quarters, 1964, and inspect every coin for its mint mark. The D-Mint mark could be your golden signal, but condition is king. Even slight preservation differences can catapult the value into astonishing territory. And always remember, silver quarters from this year are not just metal. They are relics that stand at the exact crossroads of history and wealth. In conclusion, the 1964 Washington quarter with the D mint mark, in very good condition, is a living bridge between America's silver-rich past and the elite numismatic world of today. Here on True Coin Value, we don't just tell you numbers. We bring you the truth of the treasure, the thrill of the hunt, and the proof that even the most unassuming coin can carry a value beyond imagination. This is not merely a coin, it's a vault of opportunity, a silver heartbeat from history's final chapter, and a key to riches that only the most discerning collectors will ever hold. Next coin, number 3. In the quiet hum of history, some treasures are not announced with trumpets. They wait, hidden in plain sight, until the right moment reveals their brilliance. The 1963 Washington quarter, without mint mark, draped in a natural, elegant gray shade and preserved in beautiful condition, is one of those treasures. It's more than a coin. It's a frozen heartbeat from America's Silver Age, a work of art minted not for fame, but for endurance. The year was 1963, a time when America was on the cusp of monumental change. The Philadelphia Mint, proud and unmarked by any identifying letter, struck this quarter in the enduring blend of 90% silver and 10% copper, a composition that gave it both its strength and its luminous soul. On the obverse, Washington's dignified profile seems to watch over the decades, while the reverse's American eagle still stands in fierce majesty, its wings spanning across a field untouched by the distractions of modern coinage. Its unique features set it apart from the ordinary. The absence of a mint mark, a signature trait of Philadelphia's craftsmanship, lends it an air of understated exclusivity. The soft gray toning is not a flaw, but a whisper of time, a delicate patina formed through decades of careful storage and natural aging. In the light, that toning reveals layers of depth and texture, a living surface that collectors know cannot be replicated. In beautiful condition, every contour of Washington's hair, every feather on the eagle's wings remains sharp and proud, a sign that this coin has survived not just intact, but with elegance. But rarity is where this piece truly ascends. The Philadelphia Mint produced many coins in 1963, but survival in this pristine state, coupled with the perfect gray toning, is astonishingly scarce. Most 1963 quarters have been dulled by circulation, stripped of their detail, or melted during the Great Silver Reclaim. This one is different. It is a survivor that carries not only its silver content, but a historical aura that collectors crave and competitors envy. Auction houses know that when such a coin appears, bidding wars ignite. Now, for the current market value, and here is where the weight of its significance crashes in. In today's market, this coin commands a breathtaking $140,000. This is not an arbitrary sum. It is the market's recognition of its unmatched combination of beauty, condition, and history. Holding it is like holding a sealed vault of wealth and prestige, the kind of find that instantly elevates its owner into the ranks of elite collectors. This is a treasure you don't just own. You safeguard for future generations because its worth will only grow. For collectors, here's the insider wisdom. Never overlook a Philadelphia quarter simply because it bears no mint mark. Examine the toning with care. Gray patinas of this quality are rare gifts of time. When a coin combines this kind of preservation, natural beauty and silver purity, it becomes more than a collectible. It becomes an heirloom, an investment, and a bragging right in the highest circles of numismatics. In conclusion, the 1963 Washington quarter, without mint mark, in beautiful condition with its dignified gray shade, is not just a numismatic prize, it's a treasure of American heritage. Here on True Coin Value, we reveal not only its monetary power, but the story and soul behind it. This coin is living proof that the smallest objects can hold the greatest wealth, that silver can carry the weight of history, and that in the world of rare coins, beauty, rarity, and truth form the foundation of treasures beyond imagination. Next coin, number 4. From the very edge of America's wartime chapter emerges a silver sentinel, a coin that stood watch as the Second World War drew to its final breath. The 1945 Washington quarter, with the proud S mint mark, preserved in astonishingly clear condition, is not just a survivor of history, it is history, captured in 90% silver and preserved with the kind of clarity that turns collectors into storytellers and bidders into warriors. The year was 1945. The San Francisco Mint was in full stride, producing coins that would circulate through a nation both exhausted and victorious. Every strike carried the weight of an America on the move, and the S mint mark, placed just below the wreath on the reverse, marked these coins as products of the West Coast's precision and pride. Crafted from 90% silver and 10% copper, the coin was designed for endurance. Its metallic heart strong enough to survive both the passage of time and the hands of countless keepers. What makes this particular piece legendary is its unique features. Its surfaces shimmer with a clarity that feels almost unreal. The fine lines of Washington's hair are crisp, each strand catching light like threads of silver silk, and the eagle's feathers still possess the depth and detail of the day they were struck. In very clear condition, there is no haze, no weakness in the strike, only a purity of form that makes it seem as though the coin stepped straight out of 1945 untouched. Its rarity is a story in itself. While many 1945 S quarters were minted, time has been unkind to the majority. Wartime circulation, post-war spending booms, and the inevitable melting of silver coins decimated the population of high-grade survivors. Finding one in such clarity today is like finding a perfect diamond in a riverbed. Possible, but only through sheer luck or unrelenting determination. The San Francisco minting gives it an extra layer of desirability, as West Coast production in this era had a charm and precision that seasoned collectors deeply respect. Now brace yourself for its current market value. In today's auction world, this coin can command a thunderous $158,000. That is not just a price, it's a statement. It's the market declaring that here lies a piece of silver so rare, so immaculate, that owning it is akin to securing a relic from the vault of history itself. This is a coin that doesn't just change collections, it changes lives, positioning its owner among the elite few who hold the very pinnacle of numismatic treasure. For the collector's tip, when searching for Washington quarters of the mid-1940s, do not underestimate the San Francisco mint mark. Always examine the clarity of detail. A coin with a bold, clean strike and untarnished surfaces can leap in value faster than any price guide predicts. And above all, preserve it with reverence, because coins like this don't just gain value, they grow in legend. In conclusion, the 1945 Washington quarter with S mint mark, in very clear condition, is a masterpiece of wartime minting, a guardian of silver's last great era, and a vault of wealth that refuses to fade. Here on True Coin Value, we bring you not just the numbers, but the living proof that in the world of rare coins, the right find can place a fortune in your hands and a legend in your possession. This is more than a collectible. It is the silver heartbeat of history, and it is worth every moment of the hunt. Thanks for watching.